Hey guys, welcome back to another Grand Mafia tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about kingpins. Right off the bat, let's talk about how important these kingpins are for your development and for your future gameplay. So the most important thing to know is that kingpins take damage in different ways. One of the ways is through your challenger set. Another way could be through an activated buff, but most importantly it's doing all of the investment research to be able to increase your challenge combos, your damage, your double crate rate, of course with your enforcers, and also by being able to continually attack the kingpin so that it takes multiple damage over time. And this is important. Usually you're thinking, hey, I have enough for 6 hits based off my energy. I'm just gonna hit it 6 times with one go. Well, that's fantastic. You probably get much better rewards that way, but your damage is only gonna be at that first damage level. You're not gonna get that damage bonus from continual attacks. So what you wanna do is you gotta make sure that you continually attack it, and I'll show you how every attack you'll get a little bit of percentage increase of damage, and that increase in damage is going to create more damage and more damage and more damage. And once you get to that higher level of damage, once you peak out, then you could do your multiple attacks just to make sure that you completely destroy the kingpin. But let's be honest, it's always better to make sure you gauge how much percentage of damage you could apply to that kingpin before you launch maybe like 10. Say he only has 20% life and you know that each one of your hits is going to take 5. If you do the full 10, you're going to waste the other 6 hits that you had. It's easier just to hit him 4 more times at 5% to just completely kill him and save the rest of those 6 hits for another kingpin. So it's really important. If you take a close look, you got your challenger's gear set, which is important. The higher it is, the higher grade, the better level. Obviously if you get to gold and grand and things like that, you're going to cause a lot more damage. You're going to have a higher restorable energy limit and all that fun stuff. But it's important to know that it is really good for the damage that it costs and also for the double crate rate, which gives you better prices and, you know, good stuff, right? Like contracts and gold and things like that. Now if you really break it down, you can see how since the first hit, or from the first hit all the way up until your 19th or 20th hit, depending on the level of the kingpin, the damage is going to increase every time that you hit him by a percentage, and that percentage you can see by clicking on the kingpin and being able to see how much damage or what percentage of additional damage you are doing, right? If you look at the actual attacks, you can see here how it's been increasing. So that's how I gauge my final attacks. Once I top out or I peak at that max damage level, then I just finish off that kingpin and I conserve or save the rest of my energy for other kingpins. This is fantastic for events like, you know, kingpin related events. It could be any type of event, or specifically like the strongest leader event if you're at the beginning of the game, or it could be somewhere in the Governor's War events where you're doing the hegemony and all that stuff. But it's really important, and if you get super lucky to have a kingpin hell event, or you know, especially if it's a kingpin event for a Hellcat, that's fantastic. I mean, you're gonna luck out. But really focus on your investment. Get the higher level of kingpins. The highest level is going to give you more results. And if you get into those Lupo events, not only are you going to be dropping contracts and getting gold and other fun things, a lot of resources from these kingpins, but you're also going to be able to get higher Lupo contracts, or some of the other, you know, later on Lupo's out the window and you have some other characters, but we'll wait for you to get to that point to see that. But for now, this is all we have, guys. Just remember, max your gear no matter what gear you're using, but specifically for this you want to max your actual challenger set to make sure you cause the most damage. Increase the amount of chances that you can hit this kingpin so that you can cause more and more damage. But that's all I got for this video, guys. It was really cool to hang out with you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.